Hey, what is up, guys? So the new Cyber Angel Vishnu, just watch what this card does. It is pretty insane. We ban towers, but we keep on coming out with cards that are destroy everything your opponent controls. Oh, you want to destroy this? No, you can't destroy it. Oh, it can attack twice. It's just the amount of effects this new card has is absolutely crazy. But I'll also be giving you guys a deck profile from Young It's Showtime over here. But that card is just so crazy. Cyber Angel is looking to be a real competitive deck. Looking forward into the game. This is the new Necros, I want to say, because they have so much ability just to search out for whatever they want to search out for, because literally one of the cards just search out any fairy, no problem at all. And the amount of consistency the deck has is relatively high as well. And if you incorporate Safra in the deck, you look at this guy's hand. I mean, because of a max C play, but the Lunalights, they kind of gotta be an all-in deck. They definitely want to finish off the duel, because when you go off for your combos to make some of the cards, you usually use up most of your hand. But anyways, here is the Vishnu going to be busted out really soon here, and the card is absolutely crazy. So you ritual summon this card by using Machine Angel. Ritual, if this ritual card is summoned, you can destroy as many face-up monsters your opponent controls that were summoned. And then you can inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. And if you do that, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that would destroy card or cards on the field, you can shuffle a ritual monster from your graveyard to the deck, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So he absolutely destroyed him with the Honest there, but this card's got 10,500. Well, he had Honest there, but for the most part, you can increase the attack of this card even further, of course, by using one of the cards that increases their attack by 1,000. And on top of that, this card protects anything. It's not just just a ritual card. It's just that if any when a card or effect is activated, it would destroy cards on the field. So you could be protecting a lot of other really good stuff in the game. But anyways, I got some more replays to share with you guys, and then of course we're gonna do a deck profile for this. But thanks to Showtime for that awesome replay. Thought that was really great use of that card. Anyways, this one's gonna be showing off how resilient the deck can be, because this zombie player over here, he makes some pretty good plays. He goes ahead and busts out a bunch of cards. Unfortunately, though, the cards protect the archetypes so well, with the effect being able to banish cards once you go ahead and see them bust out the cards. But just being able to keep your stuff alive, for example with Machine Angel Ritual, if a light monster you control would be destroyed by or by card effect, you banish it and then you can keep it. So he goes ahead and busts out the Star Venom Dragon, but the Solemn Strike is there. That card is actually pretty good. It's going to go ahead and activate its effect to destroy something, but the Machine Angel Ritual kicks in, and then he's going to go ahead and bust out Fusion Substitute, and then he's going to go ahead and bust out another Star Venom Dragon, which is a relatively strong card. Then he goes ahead and summons the Manju. Going to go and search out a card, Machine Angel Ritual. Again, that card is just so dang good. Look at this. This Vishnu card is crazy. And it's oh wait, you want to destroy me, man? Oh no, man. I'm just going to go ahead and put myself back. And then, you know what? It gets to attack twice, Electromagnetic Turtle was there to save the day. But still, that is an insane effect. I can destroy everything. You take damage, then I can attack more than once, and then I can protect myself. I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh! The power creep is too real in some of these decks, and I feel like the Necros all over again. The searchability in this ritual deck is absolutely crazy. But he goes ahead and busts out a bunch of cards. Goes ahead and busts out the Red Dragon Arching Tyrant, but this card's already too strong, and he cannot activate this effect because he's going to go ahead and just, return one of those cards back, and he can protect his Vishnu. So Vishnu is pretty much nah, you ain't doing nothing. And then we got the Paladynamo over there, so he's going to go ahead and run over some card, and then he's going to go ahead and attack that. Drop the Honest for game. Pretty good stuff indeed. But you guys can see how good Vishnu is. But I know some of you guys want to try it out yourself. Thanks, Mr. Telerik over here, for sending in the awesome replay. But I know some of you guys want to mess around with the deck, so I got a deck profile for you guys. This one is It's Showtime's build. He was playing 2 copies of the Djinn. This is, I know people, make the joke of the Djinn, but anyways, this Djinn is actually different. This one lets you draw a card, so it's extra draw power, and considering that you have Honest, you can kind of make good use of it, and on top of that, when you ritual summon a monster, you can remove and play this card in your graveyard as one of the materials, so that can definitely help out indeed. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into the deck profile, and we'll talk a little about some of the cards maybe that are more obscure. So we got 2 Djinn, Presider of Rituals. We got 1 copy of Senju, 2 copies of Sonic Bird, 3 copies of Manju over here. This one, what's cool is, keep in mind guys, these work with their normal or flip summons, so sometimes what people will do, if they happen to have the card survive, if they happen to have Book Moon, you can like flip it down, flip it back face up, and then like, you know, Book Moon is still like a relevant card in the game because, you know, it negates effects. This one also has that same effect, so just keep that in mind if you are playing that. So this one adds to the ritual spell, this one adds to the monster, and then this one can add whatever. And then we have 2 copies of Honest, 2 copies of Max C, 3 copies of Cyber Petite Angel. This card is literally search out whatever you want in the deck. Absolutely crazy. And then we have 2 copies of Cyber Angel Vishnu, which is the new card. Really good stuff. You only really need 2 because, again, you can search out anything with a lot of the cards. And then we have 3 copies of Dankini. We have 2 copies of Sappho. This card can get really nasty with Honest. And then we have 3 copies of Betten, so this one lets you add in 1 light fairy type, so basically search your deck. And then we have 3 copies of Aditan, so this one makes it so they gain 1,000 attack and defense. Pretty much once you get Vishnu to 4,000, like, very few decks have a good response to that, because not only does it have, you know, good attacks, so pretty much you're not destroying it by battle, and you're not going to really be destroying it by card effects, because, you know, Vishnu has effect, you know, I'm going to protect myself. And then we have 1 copy of Pre-Preparation of Rites. I think it's really good in Sappho builds. If you guys want to cut down Jin for more pre-preps, you can definitely go ahead and do that as well. And then we have 1 copy of Terraforming in this build, and 3 copies of Machine Angel Ritual, and then 2 copies of the Hymn of Light, 2 copies of Twin Twister, and 3 copies of Ritual Sanctuary, which is like, it's a really good card. So you discard a spell card, add 1 light ritual monster or 1 ritual spell card from your deck to your hand, and then you can shuffle any number of spell cards from your graveyard into the deck and target 1 light fairy monster in your graveyard, whose level equals the number of cards you shuffled in the deck. Special summon it, you can only use each effect of it once per turn. So really good stuff. Other cards that I can recommend for you guys just to go ahead and play in the main deck. Christia is a fantastic card, just one of them, you can search it out. Other good cards are Curry Bandit. If you really wanted to, you could probably kick in a BLS because like you're not going to be banishing Curry Bandits. So yeah, you can definitely make good use of Blackluster Soldier because that card, it just helps you like go off on a play, like if you want to like finish off your opponent, or maybe like they interrupt your play and you're like, okay, BLS, I'm going to be able to banish something. So I can highly recommend Blackluster Soldier. Oh, Soldier probably was a bad choice. Okay, there we go. To type in for searching, but yeah, I found him anyways. So yeah, you can mix in that build. I also can recommend you guys to try and Valor because the only way they're gonna really get rid of the Vishnu, like most decks, like they'll play like 1 copy of Regeki just to out some certain things. So Vishnu already protects you against that, but the thing is, like monster effects, you're not really protected against those. But like, you have so much searchability, you can easily cut down on certain cards if you want to, because this one lets you add a Cyber Angel or a Machine Angel Ritual, and on top of that you have the Ritual Sanctuary, and you have Manju. Like, this deck has crazy, and I mean crazy amount of consistency, because you can literally search out whatever you want for whatever, you know, scenario that you have to deal with. So I think that's really excellent, so highly recommend that. Also keep in mind, guys, Vishnu has that effect that you can protect any card or cards. You can shuffle 1. So 1 good card, you know, Vanities is a pretty good card, so you can just be like, oh, you want to destroy Vanities? You're going to go ahead and say no to that, so because when a card is sent from the deck or field to the graveyard, it's just going to be bouncing back from the graveyard into the deck, so it won't be destroyed from there. And I think that this is like a like hard lock or soft lock, so to speak, because it's a really annoying thing to deal with, because this card is already a big enough threat, and they ain't going to be destroying this by battle 1. Like, again, especially if you combo it with the Aditan, it's not really going to look too good for your opponent. As far as the extra deck, you guys can obviously mess around with certain other things. He only had 12 in here. I don't know if that was because of an update, because you know, sometimes when they update cards, like it just removes them because they changed the picture or something like that. But anyways, he's playing number 30, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. He's playing 1 copy of number 23 Lancelot. So this card is actually pretty good because it can attack your opponent directly, and sometimes you just need to finish them off. That's really good for that. And then it's basically a Solemn on legs, just like you want to do something, nope. And then he's playing 2 copies of Utopia Beyond, 1 S39 Utopia the Lightning, 1 Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, 1 copy of Utopia Ray, 1 copy of Utopia. Then we have Silent Honor Arc. Oh, by the way, if you're running Bias playing this, if you just make this, you just stack this on top of it, and then you go for S39, and then you have 2 materials to detach for. And then we got the 101, Castell, Daigusto Armor, and Cowboy. One card that I think is kind of important in the deck is to make sure you have Daigusto Armor. Like that. Other than that, though, I feel like Castell is definitely a really important card. But feel free, guys, to do whatever you want in the extra deck. You generally don't go for it, but you know the right time calls for it. It can definitely be advantageous to go for it. But thanks both of you guys for sending in those awesome replays. And I don't know, let me know what you guys think about the Cyber Angels. I think that they're really good. I think they have huge potential to be one of the more meta decks in the game going forward in the game. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. It's me signing out.